Good evening, gentlemen and ladies of the media present here. We are saying a very big welcome to you all for coming to this media briefing with one of the intending aspirants for the Ukwuani State House of Assembly position in the forthcoming election. He is Mr. Kedinuwa Okuedei, an indigene of Ukwuani and OBIARUKU that is aspiring to contest for the position of House of Assembly come 2023. And right now, we want to have a brief media parley with him to know his intention and what he has for the people of Ukwuani local government area if elected as the member to represent Ukwuani at the State House of Assembly. So we are saying once again, welcome, and we want everybody to ask whichever question he feels that he has to ask him concerning his aspiration with regards to the House of Assembly position that he intends to contest. Thank you and welcome again, gentlemen of the press. Thank you. I am Balogu Wasiu, speaking on behalf of the media for now. Thank you.
My name is Kedinuwa Okuedei. I'm extremely passionate about our community, Ukwuani local government. I'm an indigene of Ukwuani, born and brought up in OBIARUKU. They say if you give a man a fish, today, it's going to come back for tomorrow. So I know Ukwuani people are very hardworking. They are extremely hardworking people, and with the little opportunities and infrastructures, Ukwuani people can build a great futures for themselves. So it's not about giving them a fish and tomorrow they come back to you and ask you. So for me, I'm running for House of Assembly to represent Ukwuani. Ukwuani local government, for us to be able to support them in infrastructures. I feel like it's time for us to change the political narrative. Thank you, everyone.
You want to contest the position of House of Assembly. What is your academic qualification that will make you feel you are qualified to contest this position that you intend to contest?
Okay, I'm a graduate of Delta State University. I study industrial mathematics. I'm a BSc. I have Masters in Business Admin at University of West Newport.
Thank you, Comrade Kedinuwa. When you were introducing yourself, you made some comments that has to do with regards to the position you intend to contest for. When you said you want to support the Ukwuani people in infrastructure, I don't really get it. What do you actually mean by that? Considering that you are vying for the position of House of Assembly. Now, do you think it has to do with just infrastructure? And what are these set of infrastructure do you think that Ukwuani people need most that you think you can provide for Ukwuani people?
Okay, so for me, as a tech entrepreneur, I could tell you that the world is going global, and with the way the world is going global, everybody is going to technology. So I'm a founder of a lot of about 3 tech companies, and now when I mean as a legislator, my job is to make law.
Yeah.
So it's for me to influence a lot because we know the world is going to technology. So whether in the education sector or youth and women empowerment or waste management, sustainability of waste management in that state. So my intention is to pass law that could pass law that will bring development, infrastructural development to my people in Ukwuani local government. Thank you.
Thank you. Just for the last time, I want to ask, how well groomed, how do you understand the politics of Ukwuani people?
So, I was born and brought up in Ukwuani local government, OBIARUKU to be precisely. I went to primary school in OBIARUKU. I lived in my own community, Umwebu. I have friends from Umwebu. I've been to the 10th ward. I know everything about everybody. Every community in my constituency. So I grew up in this environment. I lived all my life there. I went to a university that is even close to the house. So I go to school from the house. So I'm a full-born of this local government. And I could say something. The name Kedinuwa, if you say to anybody that grew up from this community, they will tell you, I knew him when he was growing up. Okay, so I grew up from different areas. Sometimes I tell people I'm an Umwebu boy. I tell people I'm an Okuedei boy because I'm proud from where my parents. I tell people I'm from Okuedei. So I know everything about this locality, everything about my community, this local government. So I'm not somebody that grew up in England and say to you today I want to contest for House of Assembly when I don't know what my people are going through. I grew up from this place, so I know their sufferings. I know what we are lacking in this community. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I am very happy today that the youth is taking the blueberry on, and I must commend your efforts, your courage. Now today we are here witnessing this life. I have a very important question to me. I don't know how important it is to another person. Now my question is, legislation, as it were, is not just about making laws and passing bills, because ordinarily one can be in the house and make laws and pass bills and deliberate on all bills that will be raised in the house. But how well are you going to translate the bills, legislation, to practical realities that will affect the lives of Ukwuani people and Ukwuani land generally? Thank you.
So, if I'm being elected as the member of the Delta State House of Assembly representing Ukwuani constituency, I'm going to be having a monthly briefing. The committee will be set up. The committee will be set up to manage every resources we have for constituency project. The constituency project money is not going to be managed by me. So the committee we are going to set up, are going to be people that are very creative, innovative, that could come up with an idea that could take Ukwuani to the next level. Thank you.
So I am Ukwuani, CEO, Victory Point Media Entertainment, #1 brand in Ukwuani. So I'm very happy to say a big thank you to my co-medias present, and I have a very big thank you for you in person as a youth. And I have up to 50 questions to ask you, but because of time factor, I want you to permit me to make it just 10. It's just 10 simple questions. Please, I want you to permit me to ask you just 10 questions. It's simple. And here are my questions. Question number 1, I want to know how old are you? How old are you? which of the units do you cast your vote, and to tell me the difference between Ward 9 and Ward 10, the political history. That's my first question, and I want you to answer it before I proceed.
No, please, you can ask your 10 questions so that it will just answer them at random.
Okay, then my second question, what are your chances of this campaign? Then my number four question, the issue between Amai and Umwebu, if you win the election from the primary to the general election, how can you handle the situation? Number 5 question, which of the leaders in Ukwuani is your political mentor? Then number 6 question, how many registered voters do you have in your unit? Then number 7, what is the percentage of vote cast between the APC and the PDP in the last House of Assembly and governorship position? Then the last question I have for you, what are the policy and the program of the past members that represented Ukwuani, and what new things do you think you can add to the system for continuity?
Thank you.
So I'm very grateful, and I said a big thank you to you as you answer my questions. Thank you very much.
I'm born October 9, 1985. My unit is Ward 8, Unit 1, sorry. Ward 8, Unit 1. I vote in Umwebu. I don't have a political godfather. God is my political godfather. I don't have a political mentor, whatever you call it. God is my political mentor. I'm here to tell Ukwuani people what I want to do if I'm being elected as a member of Delta State House of Assembly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kedinuwa. I want to ask just a question. You do mention of firm. You have 3 firms. How many Ukwuani persons are working under that firm?
So I have Go Talk. Go Talk is a towing company. I have 234 junk. So what if you want to get rid of your junk in your house? So mostly because in Ukwuani local government, people don't get rid of their junk. For places like in Abuja and Lagos, people get rid of their junk. So my tow company that is called Go Talk. So if your vehicle breaks down on the road, you could make an app order, and the closest tow driver will come and pick up your truck. Then I have another company called Pakago. Pakago is an app like Uber that connects pilots, drivers to individuals who wants to move nearly anything within Lagos. And the idea of the app is to build something they call on-the-way delivery network. So on-the-way delivery network is, let's say, for example, you live in OBIARUKU now, you wake up tomorrow, you can go on our app now, you want to send something to Lagos. There is a driver, every driver in every ward, or let's say every town that is going to Lagos. So instead of you to go to Stephen Nam Park and give it to a driver, and say, oh, somebody delivered this thing in Lagos, you can just go on the app and just make a request. The driver will come and pick it in your house and deliver in the person's house. So you ask me another question, is how many Ukwuani people? So I have, in Pakago, I have 11 Ukwuani people, about 6 from Asian, and I could bring up my phone here. I have all their numbers on my phone, and I can call them one-on-one. So like I said, I'm extremely passionate about Ukwuani. For me, everything I do is Ukwuani first. People that knows me, they will tell you that I love my community, and that's the reason why sometimes I always listen to that Smartnile song, Ifo go dey soil, Ifo go don na solve. People that are here that know me, I always say, I'm an Umuodu boy, I'm proud. If you look at my DP or you follow me on my social media, if I don't post I'm an Umuodu boy, I post Okuedei. Because I know that's where I'm from. Thank you.
Mr. Kedi, LGA winning. Yamoshi Onlewana no primaries in the party. Ono tobu ko ni be God forbid o she we yin a ticket. Abi keje party also with the ticket get contesting.
Kangwa yo fife. Chuku yano yo kike. Adina eje ko mo primary she do on die yo. She we the yin a ticket she go get Kedinuwa kefe o. Njeko the primary, she can win it, and you can win it the primary. Thank you.
My honorable Kedinuwa, you know we are facing one problem in Ukwuani, mostly the social media practitioners in Ukwuani. This present government, the governor never appointed any social media practitioner in Ukwuani as aid, and today, by his grace of God, you win the House of Assembly member. What will you do to affect the social media practitioner in Ukwuani local government?
Okay. You know, I'm somebody that I'm very, when it comes to human development, human capital, if I become the member of Delta State House of Assembly, not just only people, social media practitioners, in Ukwuani, okay? Not just them, both the youth. Everything will be bring to the table. People that have labored for our great party and they've not benefited, everything will be bring to the new governor's notice that these people, they have worked for this party for so many years and they have nothing to show for it. And every year the people still come back to them and say to them, oh, it's only maybe during the election times that people come and say that I want you to work for me. Okay, so I can say something to you. I've never held any political office. For people that are social media people in this local government, so many of them have done a lot of things to them, and if you can meet them personally, they will tell you that Kedinuwa has done something for me in private. I'm somebody that I don't live a social media life. I appreciate the work you guys do, and I can assure you, man, that each and every one of you will be known in Delta State, not just Ukwuani. Thank
you. Thank you, Mr. Kedinuwa Okuedei. You know, election in Nigeria as of today is capital intensive, and as somebody that has not held any elective position or appointed position, do you think you will be able to have the financial clout to contest against those money bags that have been holding political office, elected or appointed? Do you think you can contest against such persons?
I don't know what you mean by that, but for me, politics is not about money. Okay? If he has to come to money, I think you'll be one of my donors, because each and every one of you that is seated down here today, I will do a GoFundMe So I'm creating a GoFundMe for every Ukwuani youth to support this agenda, because I don't have the money to contest an election. Let me be honest with you. I don't have the money to contest an election, but I know that every Ukwuani youth, when I do a GoFundMe, every Ukwuani youth will contribute to this agenda, whether no matter how much smaller it is. So for me, I don't think money is about it, because I can tell you now, if I want to vote for you as a candidate, I will not collect any money for you. I've never collected any money since I've been doing politics to vote for anybody. If I've collected money for anybody to vote for the person can come out. This is a live video. It's going to be put on the air. Nobody has given me money that, Kedi, I want you to work for me, take this money and support me. So as I'm going for this election, I don't have the money to contest election, but I know that the Ukwuani youth, the women that believe on the people that grow up from the streets. I'm a street boy. I grew up from the streets. I grew up in Okuedei. So if you grow up in OBIARUKU and you know Okuedei, you know what Okuedei is. Okuedei is a ghetto, and I grew up from the ghetto, and I'm proud to say that I'm an Okuedei boy. Thank you.
First of all, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Kedinuwa Okuedei for giving the media personalities this great opportunity to have this interaction with him. And secondly, I want to say a very big thank you also to the gentlemen of the media who have just find time to come here, and we are able to at least ask some salient questions that has to do with his aspiration to be a member of the Delta State House of Assembly to represent Ukwuani people. And as we go here, we want to wish him all the best as he give it a go for the position to clinch the ticket of his dear party. So once again, I want to say thank you and God bless you all for coming. Thank you.